Okay, I just walked into this treasure salvage museum store, and the owner is going to let me video some of the stuff in here, but tell me where we're at and what you got here.
Well, we're at Spanish Main Antiques. My name's Mark Anthony. We're in St. Augustine, largest retail shipwreck treasure shop in the U.S. We dig and dive and deal, broker, and get ready to open an auction company to auction off all our treasure. And we're kind of like one of those places where we're digging and diving ourselves, but all of our friends out there, just like you guys that are digger divers, you need a place to sell your products. So that's kind of what I do. I work with the salvage community, treasure hunt community, to give them a place to sell it if they don't want to do it online. But other than that, we do it all. You can find us at Spanish Main Antiques on Facebook or SpanishMainAntiques.com, our website, and watch what we do and know that a year from now we're going to have our own treasure auction company that will sell off everything just like you guys are finding and want to sell it. We're here to do it, and anything we can do for you, enjoy it, but good luck and go find that gold.
Wow, that's awesome, and I've already looked around here. That's why I wanted to dig out my camera, and because there's a lot of cool things here, so thank you.
All right, enjoy, Terry. Yeah, what you're looking at is, parts of the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Johnny Depp was marooned on Isla de la Muerta, and people didn't realize it was a real island. So some of our movies actually incorporate real history. It's just, you just have to decipher from Hollywood from fact.
Really?
But this is where Johnny Depp was marooned on the island. It's off Ecuador, and it really was attacked by pirates, and it was a known haven for pirates on Isla de la Muerta. So that's the shipwreck stuff from there.
So this is coins off that shipwreck.
Yep, this is ancient stuff. You've got Atosha. You've got.
So this is real gold bar?
Everything.
That's not a replica. No, this is real. This is all real.
Yeah. You've got El Cazador Clumps, Daryl Miklos, the guy, the star of Discovery Channel's Cooper's Treasure. He's been just like me, diving and digging all of his life and dealing. And these are some of his personal finds that he has found, as some of his father. You got Jupiter Wreck, Concepcion coins, 1715 fleet, Piet Hein, the largest capture of treasure in the world. Was a pirate known as a Dutch privateer, Piet Hein, and in 1628 he captured an entire fleet of Spanish ships in Cuba.
Really?
He took the whole fleet with zero resistance. Wow. And one of those ships sank off Grand Bahamas, and they think it went over the cliff, and it's in 800 feet of water, but the ship was found in the 60s, and then in 1971, an auction house, Spinks, in London auctioned off everything that they found. And I probably sold more Piet Hein coins than anybody except that auction company.
Really? And
there's a friend of mine there that was diving it with John Brandon, and there they are on Lakai Beach shipwreck. Piet Hein's in 1980, and there's John Brandon in 1980, my buddy, when he was 16. And these are all pirate coins.
Wow. Cool.
So, we deal with everybody and everything,
Man, I thought this was a cool store, but now with the stories, this is even cool.
Yeah, everything in here's got stories. There's your royal, one of the royals.
And look at the price at that. Why is that so much?
Well, that's what it was bought for in 2008 at auction.
$270,000.
Yeah, it was worth about $350.
Wow.
Yep, and that coin, the 1715 fleet coin, was bought for $50,000 at open auction. So.
Wow, and that's because they're a special.
Royals were like every king had his coins that were made, and when they popped off the first one, in theory, that they gave it to the king as a presentation coin to show what that meant and that strike was going to look like. So then he would either keep it or give it to nobility, or like president would give away to Congress and stuff like that. So they didn't use them as money, but they punch holes into them and they'd wear them. But the gold ones, there's less than 50 gold ones known to exist.
Wow.
Where silver is more common, but when they come from specific shipwrecks, they'll fetch 50 up.
Wow.
Yeah, they're crazy rare.
Cool,
rare.
Thanks.
So first guy that ever mounted a clump. So I take specific clumps and I mount them as pendants. So I'm the first guy who's ever created a clump as jewelry. Created the watch, coin watch. I don't wear a watch anymore, and I wear a lot of collar shirts, so I don't wear. So I created a coin watch bracelet. I make bands out of treasure coins. like these royals.
Man.
I use the bad coins that nobody really wants, and then we melt these down, inject them into a mold of those coins, and you come out with your wax blank. Then we take this silver, melt it down, inject it into this, and you end up with a blank. That blank is then drilled into with a hole in it, and then we bend it to fit your finger. So in essence, you're wearing a royal made out of the silver from that
Rick.
molded from that coin.
As a ring.
Cool.
As a ring.
Nice.
Yeah. So, you know, I kind of just do all kinds of cool things.
Awesome.
And we can custom create for anybody. Anybody that finds something that you love, your gold nugget or something that is special. You know, we have in-house jewelers that work for me, so, you know, we can work together and I can mount your stuff into rings, coin, pendants, or just, we take artifacts and we will make medallions. This is kind of like an example. This is an Egyptian medallion, and this is like an old Spanish cross from the 1700s. So a lot of treasure hunters that want to wear their artifacts, they never thought that I can actually take a wax and make a frame to fit your piece. So if you found the marble or a Civil War coin or something that you love, they can send it to me and I can mount it and send it back to you and you can wear it.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So, you know, it's just thinking out of the box, and that's where the jewelry background came from, is trying to help people enjoy history more than just in your cabinet.
Yeah.
Be able to put it on and wear it.
Show them the bars back there.
Oh yeah, your silver bars from the Etosha.
If you open the shelf to pick it up, you can keep it, right?
Yes, that's right. You know, you got books. This is dated 1715, so for all your 1715 fleet lovers, you know.
Wow.
This is a geographical dictionary. Documents dated 1715. You know, you can walk around the store and see shipwreck bottles, shipwreck jewelry, treasure chest. Pete Tobia, largest treasure collector of treasure chests. He's got one of his chests in here for sale. So, you know, it's working.
And I see you got a shrunken head in there.
Well, yeah, you know, I mean, people that write me bad checks, we try to use them if possible to, you know, pass them back out on the market, you know, so no bad checks.
No bad check.
No bad checks. But yeah, nautical stuff, we broker collections, so we get weapons, swords, guns, pistols, cannons. We do antique marine. Try to do a higher end antique marine, but Roman, Greek, English, Dutch, French.
Anything.
You know, and all shipwrecks, all history. You know, you've got old jewelry. There's a ruby cross from the 1715 fleet. The ladies that don't realize you can get to love history too, but I mean, there's a diamond from 1690 to 1720.
Wow.
So, I mean, you know, you can wear history. This was dug up near a Civil War battlefield in Tennessee. You know, just all kinds of stuff. Here's a ring from the Margarita shipwreck, sister of the Etosha. I mean, we deal in it all. You know, it's a history store. It's a history store.
Awesome.
You know? But and we like to share it, and you know, we don't charge admission. I don't want a museum. There's plenty of those. I want you to come in and see how the collections are always changing. We try to resource people that got questions and put people into contact with other.
So if somebody found something and they need help deciding what it is, what you can help.
Yeah, I tell people if it's my era of the woods, you know, and I can somewhat figure it out, I will try to help you. If I have time, I'm busy, but if not, I will definitely pass it on to somebody else in that area that would help you know as well.
I know you are busy here because I've tried to get you into so many people in here, and so you probably have a lot of turnover of stuff.
Yeah, it turns constantly. I mean, you come in here in 6 months and pretty much most of the stores in here. Some of the high-end rare stuff will be because we hate to see it go, but you know, there's more collections to come. You know, more stuff to come. But yeah, take a look around.
I didn't tell them about the closet. I didn't tell them about the closet and the stuff you have in the boxes.
Yeah, we got stuff. We got safes. It's a lot of it's been put up just for the upstairs, but we do educational classes. We decided to open up a metal detecting store here that was active because it's nice to be able to talk to somebody that knows what they're doing with a metal detector, because today, most of the time, it's you buy it and you have to figure it out. Where we actually do private classes, buy metal detectors.
So if they buy one from you, you teach them how to use it,
Yeah.
and that is important. If you don't know how to use that detector, it's worthless.
Yeah,
I mean, you might find...
Dave White was my Gary Drayton. The man don't know. There's nothing he doesn't know about metal detecting. We go all over. We dive. We dig. We deal, and he will teach you. With every metal detector you get a 30-minute free class.
Cool.
You know, take you out front, take you to the beach. If you want the advanced version, you pay him, and he'll take you to the beach, teach you how to find gold, silver, coins, iron, artifacts. Listen to the tones, and really just enjoy passing on what we do and teaching people how we became who we are. So,
That's
it's
cool.
a lot of fun. So
That's awesome. Man, I am glad I came in here.
yeah, we're here to help everybody. I mean, it's not just selling stuff, and that's all you have today is I just want to sell you something. Whereas today, we just want to pass it on. Because if I don't pass it on, the people that taught me, there's no one to pass it on, and it all stops. And that's the goal.
Man, I'm liking you. Thank you for doing that.
Books, websites, people like Pete that know everything about treasure chests, specific guys that know a lot of specific things about certain things. I'm like that ear, nose, and throat doctor. I know a lot about a little. Whereas you got some guys know a lot about just that one thing.
Yeah.
Or I say I know a little about a lot. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. But there's guys that know a lot about that one thing, and those are the guys, kind of like Pawn Stars. It's all about who you know.
Yeah.
And, we want to preserve everything that we find, and we want to know what it is. And the only way to do that is talk to somebody that's willing to share my knowledge, my history, my connections with everybody, so it helps.
Awesome.
Yeah, but it's a good time. We got more stuff in there. Like you said, you got the rings, of the bars, cannonballs. We just got a bunch of stuff in from the 1733 fleet, and that's what I'm trying to do is just give all the collectors a place to pass it on.
Awesome.
So that we need to flip a generation of collecting to the next generation.
Yeah.
And that's what I've got to do. I've got to get everybody to realize that we've collected it, we have found it, but the most important part is to not let it be lost again.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to end up...
And that happens.
It doesn't need
That happens.
Yeah, it doesn't need to end up in Goodwill. It doesn't need to end up in, some...
A dumpster.
Because people that are
Garage sale.
unknowledgeable, that don't know what it is, it gets passed on. And we find it. We find it. I bought treasure chest keys for $1. I bought 1700s jewelry for $5 because I thought it was costume.
Wow.
You offer me something for $5, I will pay you $5.
Yeah.
If you ask me, what would you give me for this? That's a different story.
Yeah.
I'm here to help everybody, but if I don't buy it for $5, you're gonna give it to somebody else for $5.
Yeah.
So but I really do want to help educate and teach everybody about everything. They metal detect, find stuff off the beaches here. They bring it to me, and we do everything we can to help them conserve it, teach them how to clean it. Because part of treasure hunting is conservation.
Yes.
It isn't just the find. It's now you got to keep history stable. And I've seen too many people find stuff, and at the end of the day, it falls apart because they weren't taught conservation or how to do it.
Yeah.
And that's what the archaeology community doesn't understand, is that you're not going to stop people from being Indiana Jones.
Geez, the more you talk, the more I like you.
Well, we've got to pass it on. We've got to work together. You're not going to stop
Thank you for doing that.
your readers, your watchers from not hunting. And we all hunt a different way. It doesn't mean digging it out of the ground, but we go to flea markets, garage sales, we're treasure hunting, and our passion of being human. And you're not going to stop it. The best thing that we all need to realize is we all need to work together. We all need to help each other conserve history and pass it on. Because if we're going to go out there and find it, then we need to respect what we found and how to keep it going.
I like what you're saying.
We've got to do it. It's
like
our
what you're saying.
responsibility. That doesn't give the government and the archaeological community a reason to argue and fight with us if we could be responsible about what we do with it after we find it.
These are period documents we've got just documents from the 1700s, representative documents of different things. The type of thing you can get here. You can get everything here.
Cool. Is this shrunken head?
Shrunken head's not for sale, but the bottles, he's got bottles. These are old bottles and from all over the place. I don't think that's heads for sale either. I don't think. There's a poison bottle. Poison bottles. Got artifacts from all over the world. Coins, belt buckets, as he said, there's a lot of treasure. Some of this may be from the 1733 fleet. It just goes on, and it's all real stuff. It's not.
So this is real gold discs, real gold bars.
Yep. Yep. Real deal.
And this.
And blocks, the pipes, the old smoking pipes, the dead eyes, the cannonballs, balls from the 1733 fleet, which is down in the Keys. There's a copper disc down there on the bottom. They would ship raw copper. They dig scoop a hole in the sand and pour the molten copper into it, and they'd ship that back. There's a huge cannonball, encrusted flintlock pistols, swords. These are different items. That's a real bar from the, I believe, from the Atosha. Old English bottles from the 1700s, encrusted scabbard, sword. Bronze Lanteca.
Okay, I know you know something about this. Tell me about this.
This treasure chest is one of the ones, one of the mid-1600s treasure chest. Has a locking mechanism. I don't have the key with it. You'll see another one around the corner, but this one is for sale. He has one. This one's for sale around $5,900, I believe, is what he's asking for it.
Cool.
There's navigational items and. You know, they're just a safe deposit box type of chest. $850 English metal chest. Just a plain metal chest. Here's a treasure chest he has, which he has a price of $25,000 on. Same type of treasure chest, the mid
that one's from the
1580.
Man, that's old.
Yep, they're all about 1580 to 1650. The smaller one he has.
Some more Tosha bars.
More Tosha bars. They weigh about 70 pounds, 50, 60 pounds. You know what they call a bar shot? They'd fire it out of a cannon, and it would twist, and it would tie up catch the rigging in the sails, and rip them all to shreds. And nautical antiques and all kinds of artifacts, furniture.
Man, they spent some time and did a lot of detailed work on that stuff.
You see the etching on the metal? Like the shrunken head or the two-headed?
Two-headed duck and a six-legged goat.
See these crucifixes here just for a second? See how they used to have the skull and crossbones on the bottom of the crucifix before they became associated with the pirates, and then they removed them from.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
It was to signify Christ had overcome death.
Ah.